If you're a radio show, if you're a TV show, one of these hot take analysts, and you need some clicks, you need some views, all you got to do is rank Brock Purdy somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's high, doesn't matter if it's low. Somehow Brock Purdy is just a walking debate topic, apparently, for some of these guys. As we've talked about Brock Purdy quite a bit on this channel, and we've obviously cooled off because we've realized it's just a lot of the same. It's a lot of the similar people. You just pick one side of the fence and you debate it, and that's really all it is to it. So we've honestly just kind of stopped caring about what some of these people say about Brock Purdy, because it doesn't matter. Why do I care about what Nick Wright has to say about Brock Purdy? That dude doesn't know ball. But you know who knows ball? Jon Feliciano, 49ers former offensive lineman. Again, he's played with Brock. He's also played with Josh Allen. And he is not the first player who has played with both Brock Purdy who have referenced Josh Allen. Take a listen right here to what Jon Feliciano says about Brock. Reminding of him and Josh Allen together, and where he ranks Brock Purdy. Take a listen right here.
Brock Purdy and what your impressions were of playing alongside him, and how you would put into words the misconceptions about him, if there are any.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I signed with San Francisco, I didn't know much about him. I knew that he was going to be the starter. I knew he played well down the stretch. But, when I'm watching film, when I was on the Giants, when I was watching the film, we played likewise teams. I'm not watching any throws. I'm watching O-line versus D-line stuff. And it wasn't until whenever he got in during camp, probably later in camp, I was like, oh, this guy's a dog. And having the season he had last year and the year before, my 2 years I was with him, it's kind of like reminiscent of me being with Josh's second, third, and fourth year, Josh Allen. Obviously, they're two different type of players. Where Josh is 6'6", 6'5", 2 whatever, big boy, and can run and throw balls like through a wall. Brock got his wheels as well, as I think he showed off last year a lot. But Brock's ability to, well, first off, it was hard to get to know Brock my first year there because this dude's head was always down in a playbook. So I would have to mess with him like, hey buddy, look up. He's just constantly looking down, studying, reading the scripts. Brock's going to be a really good player for a very long time. I have him top 5 to 10 quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, if he can continue to be that, then this team can go places. One more about Brock. The story goes that he bought the old lineman Toyotas. Were you in on the Toyota giveaway?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get?
I was surprised. But, yeah, he called me. He was like, hey, because at this point I wasn't in the building. And he was like, hey, we got you a Christmas present. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then, it's a freaking nice truck. I'll tell you that, man. It's great.
Is it helping?
I tried to get Brock to get me there's a new truck. I posted on my Instagram. Hey, I'll come back, Brock, if you give me this one.
Okay.
So no word on that one yet.
No
we'll see
word.
what happens.
Are you using the one you got now for putting the farm
every
together?
day? Dang near every day. Oh,
there
yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to 95.7 Willard and Dibs, getting the Mongo Feliciano interview. Jonathan also said that he would be willing to come back and unretire for a handful of teams, the San Francisco 49ers being number 1 on their list. So the 49ers have that option in their back pocket if they want to get big old Mongo back out there running for them. It is at least sounding like an option. But anyways, in regards to what he had to say about Brock, and again, referencing him to Josh Allen, this is one of the things that I've noticed that non-football people really have a hard time rationalizing. When you hear these players compare to guys like Josh Allen, they're like, well, the physical tools aren't the same. And it's like, how have we talked about football enough to recognize that just being a physical specimen is only a fraction of what it takes to be an NFL football player? Again, my coach told me this when I was in college, and it made everything click. When he said, football is 85% mental, and then the rest is physical. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is all 100% physical. It is not. When you get to the elitist levels of football talent, everyone's talented. Everyone's fast. Everyone's strong. There's not like a true edge because they all are in the same tier of athlete. The edge comes from the preparation, the confidence, the internal factors. Those are the things that make people stand out. Those are typically the things that drive players to be the best. And when you hear Feliciano mentioning he reminds me of Josh Allen, people had such a hard time. I remember when Ray McLeod was on the 49ers, and he's like, yeah, he reminds me of a couple guys that I played with. Reminded me of, I think it was Ray. I might be misspeaking. I'm pretty sure it was Ray. But I think he said, Brock reminds me of Drew Brees and Josh Allen. And I just remember some of the commentary that came out of that. Just like, what is this guy thinking? Like, dude, like, if you can't quantify and contextualize what these guys are saying when they say they remind, like, you don't know ball. Like, you don't understand what it takes to play the game at a high level. And it's so much more than just the physical elements of football. Yeah, height, weight, speed matters, but intangibles arguably matter the most at the NFL level. Who works the hardest? Who puts in the most study? Who understands their opponent? Who like all of those things? Who has the confidence? Who has the ability to bounce back from adversity, withstand adversity? All of those types of things. So I really do think those are the traits and the things that, they're not comparing, height to Josh Allen. They're not comparing arm strength to Josh Allen. And that's what seemingly like the non-ball knowers typically just make the end-all be-all of the conversation. It's like, oh, he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. He must not be any good. And so, again, I just think that this is a perfect example of the San Francisco 49ers kind of ongoing quarterback debate and why Brock Purdy, unfortunately, will always be a part of that because he is not super tall. He doesn't have the biggest arm in the world. He will always be in this conversation of what is Brock? Where is he at? Where do you rank him? He will always be a part of that until even let's say Brock wins a couple rings. Let's say he wins one ring. Look what they're doing with Jalen Hurts right now. Doesn't matter. So as long as you recognize that as the fan and recognize that the content machine that needs something to debate will always look at Brock Purdy as a prime target, as someone to debate because he'll fit that criteria. He'll always fit that criteria. He doesn't pass the eye test. So I tend to listen to people like Jon Feliciano and people who know ball. It's pretty easy to discern. If you want to listen to others that don't know ball that lead you astray, go for it. That's on you. Don't be upset, though, when the ball knowers are proven to be right. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.